Detachment. I just put up an Instagram story about which video I should make, and one of the options was detachment. And I've been thinking about this as a concept a lot recently just because I realized this very one small thing. And I feel if I do not implement this in my life at times, I still tend to struggle. This video is for someone who is chasing one thing but is getting nowhere near it, while they see other people being able to do it very easily. So for me, I started posting on YouTube and I used to get 1,000, 2,000 views and I didn't even want to grow on YouTube. And once I actually wanted to grow on YouTube, I started getting 100 views on a few shorts, which was quite ironic for me that once I was actually putting in the efforts, it was quite the opposite. Another example is I have worked with Prakhar Gupta, the podcaster, and I never thought I could work with him initially. And I used to send out a lot of DMs. I was struggling with very less or I guess zero clients at that time. So what I did was I found his number and I just dropped him a WhatsApp message at 9 a.m. I had just woken up right after 30 minutes. I just wrote it. I just sent it. I didn't care about it. Gaya to gaya. I didn't even expect a reply. I just sent for the sake of it, right? And I just sent it for practice, manlo, right? And I got a reply within a few hours. I ended up working with him. I helped him with AI automation. I was able to pitch to Tanmay Bhatt. With that help, I was able to meet a lot of founders for Very Lab, Snitch, Bold Care, countless more, right? And that was just because of one text, right? So I did not have the goal in mind that I was willing to meet those founders. I was willing to go backstage on an event. I was willing to meet Tanmay Bhatt face to face, hop on multiple calls with him, pitch to him, work with a lot of other founders. This was never a part of the goal. Texting Prakhar and getting a reply from him, trying to work with him was also not a part of the goal. If I show you the DM which I sent to him, I didn't even instigate him to try to work with me. I just said, if you ever need help with the AI automation, I'm just a call away. That was my CTA. So that is the beauty of it. The detachment. Just think about the guys working at the top level, right? The millionaires, the billionaires, the top 0.1%, right? Do you really think they give a fuck about a small deal? They're just doing it for the love of the game, right? उनके हाथ से एक डील चली गई, they won't care at all. I want you to stop caring. I want you to stop chasing the goal. You want to get 20,000, you want to get 50,000 rupees, stop chasing the goal. You're not going to get it. You want a client by the end of the month, you're not going to get it. You need to stop chasing the goal. You need to fall in love with the game itself. People attach so much to the goal itself, they forget the journey in between. Once you get the goal, it's so short. But the most time you will spend is within the journey and within the game itself. So you need to fall in love with the game and not with the goal. I have spent almost the entirety of my journey with focusing on the goal. And if you're not focusing on the game itself or the plan which you have laid out, you're never going to get there, dude. I'm sure being ambitious, having maniacal sense of delusion, I've made videos about that. Of course, I would support that. But, ठीक है, goal set कर लिया, forget about it. Now, your only thing to do is fall in love with the art, fall in love with the craft. So whatever goal you currently have, I want you to completely eliminate it. I want you to completely eliminate it from your consciousness and completely fall in love with the game itself. Completely fall in love with the art. I still find myself falling in love with the goal and forgetting the art itself. It's going to be hard. That goal is so flipping juicy. It's so tempting, right? You want to think about it, you want to obsess over it, but it's going to be very hard for you to get away from it. And once you actually end up getting away from it, and I don't mean just forgetting about it, right? It's genuinely hard to do that, and it's genuinely hard to detach from the goal itself. I'm telling you, it's hard. I need you to try. Right? If you think you want to make 50,000 by the end of this month, forget it. ठीक है, बन जाएंगे, आराम से पैसे बन जाएंगे. You have enough time. I want you to fall in love with the art. I want you to fall in love with the game. Don't think about anything. I want you to fall in love with the game. You want to land an internship at a crazy place, right? You want to become a crazy artist, a crazy rapper maybe, right? You want to start a good firm, okay? You want to start a crazy firm, right? Forget about that goal, focus on the art. For example, you want to start a firm, right? You need to go to, a good college, you need to find people, you need to find good connections, you need to create a good network, right? If your goal is creating the firm and all you do is think about it every day, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're not focusing on the small steps which are needed. Okay, and this sounds like a wild example, right? Even for small things, once you're trying to create a presentation for example, a contest, right? You're trying to create a presentation for that. If your goal is to impress the judges, is to have a perfect speech, is going to be awful. It's going to be completely useless. If your goal is to express yourself and just focus on delivering your thoughts to the other person, you will definitely win. And this actually happened with me, right? So there was this AI startup show competition, and on the online round, first round, I just had to read off the script on my laptop, so it wasn't a big deal, right? So okay, I got selected. Then on the state round, I guess I came second. Yeah, I came second, and the pitch was awful. Just because my software was good, I got second, but the pitch was extremely awful. I tried to memorize the script, I tried to go there, my confidence dropped, I started stuttering, and boy, that was the worst public speaking moment I had in my entire life. Maybe not my entire life, okay. Then, after a few weeks, I got selected in the nationals round, right? And it was online, right? I prepared 0 seconds, 0 hours for it. Not even 5 minutes I prepared for it. I just hopped on the call. I already had my PPT from the last round. I opened it. I went on and explained my thoughts, and I expressed and articulated myself so wonderfully, just because I was not, I just didn't even want to win. I was just there for the love of the game. That winning that prize wouldn't do anything to me, okay? So I was just there, right? And I smashed it. I didn't care about anyone. I didn't care about what the other person's project was. I didn't care about how their pitch went. I gave my pitch. I left the call. I didn't look at others. And a few days later, I see that I won the nationals round, right? I did not care about it at all. I need you to detach. So the only actionable step I'm giving you from this video is whatever goal you have, I want you to separate yourself. I want you to separate your daily actions from that goal, and I want you to attach your daily actions to the things you need to reach to that goal. So if my goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of in a few weeks, right? My goal should not be to every day look at the subscribers and check it. So to get 10,000 subscribers, I'll need to make good videos, right? So my goal every day once I wake up, it should be I need to create better videos, learn what's working, what's not working, and if I'm doing that, of course I'll eventually end up getting that 10,000. Kal aaye, parso aaye, 2 saal mein aaye, 10 saal mein aaye, whatever, that does not matter anymore. What matters is I'm perfecting my craft. Yes, at some point this does end up becoming bad, but I'm pretty sure none of you will reach that scale, simply because it's that hard. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you loved it. Don't forget to subscribe.